Welcome back to my block. Today I'm standing here in front of Casino Miami. This place is more than just a casino. It houses arguably the most famous fronton in the whole country. What is a fronton? Well, that's a Jai Alai court. This here is the Yankee Stadium of Jai Alai. Built back in the 1920s, it has been extremely important for the development of Jai Alai as a sport in the United States.
Jai Alai is a game of Basque origin. It's played in a three-walled court with a hard rubber ball that is caught and thrown with a cesta. The cesta is a long, curved wicker scoop strapped to one arm. Called pelota vasca in Spain, the Western Hemisphere name Jai Alai, which translates to Merry Festival, was given to the game when it was imported to Cuba in the 1900s. Jai Alai is a faster, even more dynamic, and ultimate, more violent version of squash. In it, teams of two players take to the court, during which they take turns hurling a goatskin metal and rubber ball viciously fast against the walls. The momentum players are able to get on the balls enables them to generate ball speeds in excess of 180 miles per hour, while in order to catch the ball, players will often run and jump off the walls surrounding the court. All of this makes the sport incredibly dynamic and fast-paced to watch, and of course dangerous. It is often called the fastest sport in the world. Despite the danger, players wear little to no protection, other than an acrylic helmet. At least 4 people have died playing this sport. Jai Alai was brought to America in 1904 during the St. Louis World's Fair and was one of the fastest growing sports in the 1970s and 80s until it collapsed. In 1924, Florida's first fronton opened at the site of the Jai Alai race course before moving to its permanent home at Casino Miami just 2 years later. In its heyday, the Biscayne fronton, now Casino Miami Jai Alai, hosted thousands of tuxedo-clad Miamians every weekend. In December of 1975, a world record of 15,500 fans watched the game of Jai Alai there. A Jai Alai game was even shown in the opening credits of Miami Vice. The sport's popularity reached the point where it became entangled in the world of gambling and organized crime. During the 1960s and 70s, Florida eased its gambling laws and thus betting on the sport expanded. Odds makers created intricate wagers that made it harder for the average fan to casually participate in. The dress code was relaxed to draw in more spectators, but had the effect of reducing the sport's high-end appeal. Then allegations of fixed games and ties to organized crime led the FBI investigations, which put a damper on fan enthusiasm. In addition, the players went on strike in 1988, demanding better pay and improved working conditions. During the 3-year strike, upper management, who was raking in millions, brought in amateur replacements that were labeled scabs. With an inferior product on the court, attendance dwindled. Despite a decreased interest in Jai Alai in the US since the 1980s, the Miami Jai Alai is still open year-round. The building is attached to a small casino that subsides mid-afternoon games attended by 10 to 20 regulars. Currently, there are fewer than 10 frontons that are still operational. Many of the most beautiful have been demolished or have fallen into disrepair.
Have you ever watched a game of Jai Alai live? Would you even consider it? Let me know in my comments below. And thanks for passing by my block.